Okay, so how do I introduce? So there's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Today's Army Day.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Today is Army Day. That's right.
So we salute you, the Army daughter.
I'm a daughter of the services.
Yes, and but you know, having said that, I'm talking about these days. The reason is, Nimrat, God's made you on the 8th day.
Sorry?
God has made you on the 8th day. He took his time out. He made you on the 8th day. This lovely lass sitting right here in front of me.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You're stupendous, right? I've never seen a woman 2 film old gracing a GQ cover, man. Hats off to you.
Oh wow.
Really,
the
hats
team,
off to you.
Hats off to them. They thought of me for the cover. I thought they were joking. And when I met them, they were serious.
But you graced them, and you look gorgeous in that.
Thank you so much.
And I saw your I read your story, and it was amazing. The struggle, the graph that you've gone through in your life, in your career. And I think Airlift is one of those stories, a struggle of this man who's really probably it's more like India's Argo in a way, like you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying, but I just want to.
I'm not comparing it.
No, but it can't be India's Argo because Argo was a covert operation.
Okay.
It was a hidden operation. This was not a hidden operation.
Okay.
And it involved like 5 or 6 people.
Sure.
This is a scale of 170,000 people traveling over 1,000 miles from from Kuwait through Iraq to Jordan, and then they were all flown back over 2 months. And this is all out in the open. It's a negotiated evacuation operation. It's not a covert little, you know what I'm saying. So
got it.
I know what you're saying, but I'm just...
But I was talking to Madhu a couple of days back, and I said, thank God, thank you so much for the film industry making true life stories and biopics.
Yeah.
I think it's time we need one.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And which has been give me a couple of movies that have inspired you as an actor from a true life story.
Of late?
Yeah, I mean, can be any.
Well, recently I saw Bajirao Mastani, and I feel like it's one of the most, not only one of the most beautiful cinematic experiences, but one of the most rich performances that I have watched, in a very long time. I mean, people coming together the way they did, whether it was Ranveer or Deepika or Priyanka, the way they just lent themselves to the story. I'm still so affected by it. I absolutely, I'm enamored with that film. I love it.
What about a film like this? It would be double the impact, right?
Well, not for me, not in that way, because I won't be able to watch it with that kind of, an unbiased, I think.
Right.
But this is a real story. It has been, brought to light thanks to people like Akshay, who lend their stardom and who lend their name and their stature to a subject like this, and then they pick it up and then they want to make a film out of this, which is quite honestly, as a producer as well, quite a huge risk because it doesn't conform to your usual commercial formula of an escapist sort of cinema which we all love to watch and we all go to the theaters and pay money to watch, and we just thrive on, so it's not that kind of cinema. It's not cinema that is known to be commercially viable necessarily. So I really hope that it does. I just hope that people come to the theaters to watch it for what it is.
I think India as a country, we're very patriotic. It's in our culture. Yeah. And I think a film like this is very much needed, and it's a good start to the year, I guess.
Yeah, let's surely hope so.
I'm watching Nimrat Kaur, and I suddenly realized there's a little bit of Cindy Crawford in her. She's got this lovely black mole here. I hope she's insured it.
Not yet, but I'll put that in my file.
Okay. I've got a surprise for you. I'm gonna get up and give it to you.
Someone gonna walk through the door?
You want someone to walk? You're gonna rip it apart.
Oh.
This is for you, so it's for the keeps.
Oh, thank you. Should I open it right now?
I hope, yeah, of course, yes.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet.
And I hope you like it. I was just guessing, what will she like?
I'm very easy to please.
Great.
I'm not a fussy girl like that. Like I'm very happy with the simple things in life.
Nice.
Oh, this looks very interesting, and I'm happy that I opened it this way. Shall I?
Please. You need to guess it.
It says Pulp Fiction on Catch Up Royale. I'm sorry, I can't.
Please forgive Nimrat Kaur. She doesn't suffer from early Alzheimer's, but that is the movie Pulp Fiction, one of the iconic films.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I haven't watched Pulp Fiction.
It's abstract.
I actually haven't watched Pulp Fiction.
You have a reason to watch it.
I must watch it, and now this poster will make much more sense.
Yeah, it's done by a friend of mine from Bangalore. So
That's really wonderful. Way, That's really wonderful. Please tell her please tell her that I said. Sure. I said thanks, and finally I'll get to watch a film, with a good reason.
And this can be escapist. Finally.
Is it escapist?
I think so, but Quentin Tarantino, you know how he is.
Okay.
You know how easy it is to trust a debutant director, Nimrat?
It's very easy. Just as it is.
You just surrender to him?
You don't surrender to anyone. I think what you do is that you just have faith in each other. You start with that. Ritesh Batra was a debutant director. The Lunchbox was his first film.
Right.
And I'm very, very fortunate that, I'm very fortunate that he trusted me with his film and his subject.
Right.
And I'm very fortunate that Raja Menon trusted me with his subject. And that's how it really works. It's a collaboration always.
You still bite yourself in terms of, hang on, where's my career reached? Suddenly it's like I open the lunchbox and this is where I am on a pedestal that I have not even thought of.
No, not at all. I'm on no pedestal. It doesn't work that way. I think all you want to do is you just want to keep, getting better at what you've come here to do.
Right.
And there is so much to learn from everyone around you. I mean, people like an Irfan Khan or an Akshay Kumar, they're so down to earth and so humble and just so lovely to be around. And there's just always so much to learn from everyone,
And the word discipline you forgot.
Yeah,
they are strict disciplinaries.
Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that about Akshay. Of course he does. And
how
that's
was it
why
shooting early in the morning?
Excellent. I'm a morning person. I love it.
You are?
Yeah. I was very happy to start.
House on fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Name 3 movies or 2 that you would like to dig yourself in, seeing a true life story or a biopic. Like, oh God, I would have done that part. I would have nailed it.
No. I don't know if I would have nailed any of these parts at all, because I think that biopics are made with certain people with that destiny and with that kind of that it comes with a fit. And because I've related to the film, I know that the performances have had to, I'm sure that they have affected me very deeply. So I really love. Can we come back to this maybe later?
Sure.
Because I can't think of any right now. Because there are so many English and Hindi films coming.
But you can name English as well. I mean, you can.
Lincoln really stayed with me. Yeah. I really thought it was incredibly
superb,
made.
Right?
King's Speech.
Oh.
What a film, no? Isn't it incredible?
It's
so beautiful. And it's such a difficult subject to make a film out of.
True.
Would
you? I know I'm looking at you. You look so retro today.
Yeah.
Somehow, yeah. Would you actually like how The Danish Girl by Tom Hooper, where Eddie Redmayne's playing the the gender change or whatever you call it. But would you really play a guy ever?
Why not? Of course. I'd love to.
Yeah.
Why not?
Isn't that strict? I mean, isn't that tough?
I'll find out, I guess, if I attempt it.
You think a director over here in India would do justice to it?
I'm very sure. It depends on the subject. I'm very sure that we have very, very capable writers and directors who can pull anything off.
What would be the most difficult situation in filming a real life story, that too not in India?
As in?
You shot overseas as well.
We shot in Russell Khema. We shot in a little bit.
So how? I mean, come on, you're a homeland girl. So let's not really talk about the comparisons. But how are the schedules like, especially for a real life incident, a film like this?
You're not treating it as a real life incident while you're shooting it. I mean, when you're shooting it, it's a shoot. So you have many other logistics that come into play. But you make sure that you don't, that nothing is dramatized for cinematic. Just for cinematic enhancement, or nothing is taken away from the reality of what happened. So I think as long as all of us have stayed true to ourselves and what was happening in the situation that time, it's really pretty much.
Have you ever asked Akshay, so look at the graph, man. I mean, it's endless, right? The films that you've done. What's remaining now, man? I mean,
no,
how deep can you go as an actor? I want to ask you, how deep can you go as an actor in the next 15 years? If you see yourself, where will Nimrat Kaur be?
As deep as the ocean can possibly be, as high as the sky. You know, how can you? There is no end to it. There is no end to it, because every time you do something, you want to do something different, and then you want to do something else, and then you go back on things, and you're like, oh, I could have done that better, and I could have done that differently. You know, so there's no limit to.
So you've gone to the Cannes Film Festival. You've almost got the BAFTA. But just Oscar remaining, now that Oscar season's arriving.
Yeah.
So can you name some of your couple of biased decisions who you want to win as a best actor or something?
I know that I'm rooting somewhere for Leo. I think Leonardo is.
Finally,
it's about time.
It's about time. Yeah.
It's about time. Whether or not, I mean, everybody's great. Everybody performs so well. But I kind of just personally rooting for Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay, look, nobody talks about the producer of the film. I need to talk. And I want to know, India has this strict mentality of producers are always the ones who put in the money, But I want to know, how creative are the producers of today, especially the film like Airlift?
Well, Akshay is one of the producers, and I know that producers increasingly are taking more and more risks with the subjects they're putting out there. It's very difficult though, because India per se lives in so many different time zones and so many different smaller, bigger cities, like you can't really, there's no one cohesive India, Bombay is not representative of India, or a smaller town somewhere, we don't know, I think that times are really, really getting better and better, for instance, I mean, an actor like me, I don't know if I would have been able to be in this place had I been here maybe 10 or 15 years ago, So I feel like opportunities are increasing, and the level of work, the kind of work and the amount of work that's happening, there's a place for anybody and everyone under the sun.
Couple of last questions and we end this. The shuffling that's happening with you now that you've done Homeland, Irfan's really, going berserk in Hollywood. But I would say, are you still looking out for an opportunity there? Especially TV, TV shows?
I don't know. I think it just depends on what comes my way. Homeland also just came my way. It wasn't something that I was seeking out for, I happened to test for it and that was that. So, God willing, I really hope so. I really would want that, of course. It's really nice to be in different working environments, in different countries with different actors. It just keeps the ball up in the air. It's a lot of fun, and God has been very kind to give me these opportunities and give me that foot through the door. So I sure hope so.
I want to know more about Nikhil Advani.
Right.
When the director is not the director and he's a producer of the film,
well, Nikhil
how much
Advani,
of direction
inputs
does he give?
Well, you know what, the thing is that he's a very, very enthusiastic and a really involved man. He's such a film enthusiast, and that kind of involvement is so, it's just so contagious really, and it's so inspiring, So, not that, he was ever in anybody's space creatively. I mean, he would always stand aside and he would always be like, I'm the producer, I'm not the director on this film. Even though I would discuss something with him instinctively once or twice, if he was on set. But at the same time, he did give me very good advice, very good guidance once in a while, when I needed to just kind of have a check about, some things that I just wanted to talk about. He's really hands-on, someone who's super accessible. He's very, very, he really loves his actors, I love that. And he just has this thing, and when he'll come in, he'll say, karo na, karo. So,
that's him.
So I really love that. He's really a great guy to hang out with as well. So I really hope that we find something to work on together.
Well, I really hope I keep meeting the Nimrat Kaur again and again. It's my first interview with her, and inshallah not the last one, of course.
Absolutely.
And please ensure that Cindy Crawfordish.
I'll make sure that it's insured. Yeah. It's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
For coming.
It's a pleasure.
Give a bite?
Yeah, sure. Hi, I'm Nimrat Kaur and you're watching cinemarkets.com.